Happy Halloween, and welcome back to another 40 Facts video. This is the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm here to talk to you about Chaos, and also to let you know who the winner of the Start Collecting box set for the Chaos Space Marines will be. But before that, I do want to dive into the lore behind one of the most sinister characters in the Chaos Space Marine lineup, Zhufor. Now, Zhufor is pretty beastly, if I do say so myself. Just look at this passage. The gate that stands between the mortal world and the immortal realms of chaos lie open before us. That we will die having glimpsed eternity is better than never having stirred from the cold furrow of mortal life. We embrace death without regret, as we embrace life without fear. Zhufor the Impaler. Now that's badass. Say what you will, but that is badass. So now that we kind of have a feel for his personality, let's dive into his 40 facts. Zhufor the Impaler got his name for doing some heinous acts, all because he was a servant of the dark gods. However, he was not always devout to chaos. Once millennia ago, he was known as Balzac, the sergeant from the Stormlord Space Marine chapter. It was during the sacking of the hive cities of Paramar that Sergeant Balzac was severely wounded, and then he was taken captive by the traitor Marines of the World Eaters. The unfortunate Marine was then drugged and subjected to torture and multiple psychocorrective surgeries in order to alter his brainwave patterns, to break him from his imperial indoctrination. This was successful, for he was turned into a raging psychopathic killer, tall and muscular beyond that of even a normal space marine, and he was reborn as Zhufor the Impaler, his former life of a loyalist space marine, long forgotten. He then joined the ranks of the World Eaters as a Cornet berserker. Blessed by the god of blood, Zhufor quickly rose through the ranks of the berserkers until finally he became an exalted champion. He believed himself to be chosen by Khorne for greatness, for Zhufor had enacted a bold plan. He led what little men he had against an allied warband of the World Eaters, the Skull Takers. After the bloody fighting that ensued, Zhufor's men subjugated their foes, and together they became a new chaotic warband, with Zhufor being the Chaos Lord. His first plan was to ally himself to Abaddon the Despoiler. With the War Master of Chaos's powerful political and material support, the Skull Takers could now grow into a formidable fighting force, no longer mere raiders, but now a powerful army that is better able to serve their true master, not Abaddon, but Khorne. Zhufor did the War Master's bidding in return for Abaddon's aid, which was a small price to pay for the power that he acquired. Sanctioned by Abaddon, Zhufor led the Skull Takers into the defense of the forces of Chaos during the Siege of Vrax. Upon that Imperial Armory world, Zhufor then committed his warband to the front, sweeping any and all Imperial forces before them in a bloody swath of hacking blades and whirling chain axes. Unfortunately, they were lacking numbers, and the shrewd Chaos Lord allowed his warband to roam the surface of Vrax, killing and plundering wherever they pleased. As the Imperial siege closed in, and it seemed that they might be defeated, Zhufor then enacted his true plan to take over the supreme command of the apostate Cardinal Zaffin's army, and ultimately to take control over Vrax Prime and transform it into his new demon world. His first course of action was to unite any and all of the coordinate warbands on this world. Then he sacked the Cardinal's palace. However, during the final stages of the siege, Zhufor took to the field and sought out the thickest of fighting. Leading his psychotic followers against the Imperial forces, he began to fight against the Death Corps of Krieg's 143rd Regiment. He then won and killed Commissar General Maul, taking his body as a glory trophy, and he placed it upon his blood-encrusted Terminator armor. By the end of the siege, Zhufor found himself surrounded, with the Chaos-controlled fortress at the heart of the Chaos lines being pounded relentlessly by the Imperial artillery, day and night. Ultimately, though, Zhufor and his surviving followers managed to escape before the Imperial forces would capture him. He did leave behind a rear guard of Cornet fanatics and demons, and it is believed that he used a warp portal to flee back into the warp. And with that being said, guys, that's the lore that I'm going to give you on Zhufor the Impaler. There's more to it. For example, like, this guy has been almost killed by Imperial assassins. I'm pretty sure he's fought against like some notable space marines, and he's always come out on top. Like, this guy is an integral pillar to the Black Crusades of Abaddon, and I would probably say he's on the same level as the Tyrant of Badab. His name escapes me, but Huron, there you go. I'd probably say those two guys are like on the same level. But yeah, that's pretty crazy though. So, yeah, now that you know who he is, what he's all about, let's dive into his weapons and war gear. So the war gear that he dons is that of Chaos Terminator armor. Nothing really special here. He pretty much just likes to like show off his kills, like he did to that guy from the Death Corps. He basically mutilated his body and he put it on a pike on top of his armor just to like showcase it off. So this guy's brutal. Now, the one thing that is unique to him are the claws of Demnos. These were literally torn from the dead hand of the Dark Apostle Demnos, which was a word-bearer traitor that he fought during the Shakath War, something like that. However, it's basically a power fist that has a rapid-firing combi bolter on top of it. So similar to that of like the main weapon of Abaddon, just not as powerful. For his melee weapon, he has the Skull Taker Chain Axe, which is a brutal hand-to-hand chain weapon crafted in the form of a great two-handed axe that has a powered chainsaw edge. With this, he can literally rip into any type of armor since it has a row of monomolecular teeth. And finally, you have the Blood Cult. So in battle, Zhufor is usually accompanied by his bodyguard of Chaos Terminators, who are outfitted in the finest Chaos Terminator armor available. And again, they're known as the Blood Cult. They're the most numerous and dreaded of Chaos Terminators who operated during the Vrax Prime Siege of Vrax. They fought with inhuman skill and savagery, and they were feared because, literally, they were untouchable. They were more than inclined to spill blood when their cornet battle rage flows through them. And yeah, with that being said, that was the 40 facts on Zhufor the Impaler. Now, let's get into the winner of the giveaway. So we had a giveaway going. It was 2 Fridays ago, and it was basically showcasing the creepypasta that I made, The Thing in the Tree. And basically I just told you to like the video, comment down below, both on Facebook and on the YouTube channel video thing, to see if you might be the winner. And the winner for today is no one other than Jacob McCroy. So there you go. You've won the Chaos Space Marine Start Collecting box set. Let us know your address and all that stuff. Send it to us via message on Facebook. That's probably the most easiest way we'll see it, and we'll get it out to you ASAP. Once again, guys, thanks for participating in the giveaway. Sit tight because we got more giveaways coming to you. I think Gershwin has another one going on right now too, with the Gene Stealers. So just check that out too. And yeah, so that was the winner of the creepypasta giveaway. And oh, another thing too, since we were talking about Zhufor the Impaler, that also got me thinking about Vlad the Impaler, aka Dracula. And since it's Halloween today, if you're not going out trick-or-treating, I greatly recommend you guys get on your Netflix and check out Castlevania Season 2. Whew, the animation in that is immaculate, and the second to the last episode is just jaw-dropping. Like, the choreography of the fight scenes are just otherworldly. It is just amazing. Definitely check it out. Castlevania Season 2, really badass. And yeah, that's all I've got to say today. If you haven't gone trick-or-treating yet, have fun, get that candy, watch some scary movies, go to some haunted houses. Have fun, guys. And again, this is the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow.